So how good's the 7th Brigade? That wasn't a very enthusiastic response, General Campbell. How good's the 7th Brigade? Yeah, that's it.
Stop hoarding. I can't be more blunt about it. Stop it. It's not sensible. It's not helpful. It's not a joke. It's not funny. And you're scaring children. And you're a coward and you're a grub. Stop doing it. It's ridiculous. It's un-Australian, and it must stop.
93, because of course on that occasion we didn't know, but there's been a slow build-up to this moment, and now this...
If you're good at your job, you'll get a job, Mr. Speaker. That's how it works. That's how it works, Mr.
Members
Speaker.
on my left.
If you have a go in this country, you'll get a go. There's a fair go for those who have a go. It is my vision for this country, as your Prime Minister, to keep the promise of Australia to all Australians. 10,000 Australians...
Can everyone get off the grass, please?
Sure, let's just move back from there.
Hey guys, I've just reseated that.
Please, off the thing.
Sorry, mate.
All good? That's all good. Thanks. So it's the projects that count. Make sure you get off that bloke's lawn. But Andrew, I'm sorry. You've had several questions. Andrew, I'm sorry. Andrew, I know, but you don't run the press conference, okay? So I'm going to go to other questions of members of the group. Catherine hasn't had a question. I'm happy to return to you, but let's just keep it civil. Catherine.
There's been, there's not always rubbish on social media. I saw a good meme on the weekend. Martin Luther King, didn't change anything by burning anything down and looting any shops. And so was as upsetting and terrible as the murder that took place. And it is shocking. It's just that also just made me cringe.
Or most importantly, what really happened at the Engadine McDonald's in 1997. It will remain the mystery of the ages.
Nah, you're an idiot, mate. You really are.
Nobody else liberal around here. Nobody. No liberal votes. You're out, son.
Zoe, how are you?
I'm only shaking your hand if you give more funding to our RFS. So many people here have lost their homes.
We need to.
Not bad.
You'd be tired. You'd be tired.
Oh, I don't really want to take that.
Oh, well, it's nice to see you.
Nice to see you, mate.
Okay,
For a couple.
tell that fellow I'm really sorry, John.
No, he's fine.
I'm sure he's just tired.
No, he lost the house.
Reported in the Wall Street Journal that an invitation was sought to the White House for Hillsong pastor Brian Houston, a friend of yours, and that was knocked back. Can you tell us what happened there?
I don't comment on gossip, honestly.
So it's not true?
It's all gossip. Yeah.
Did you actually put a request in for him
I don't
to
comment on gossip of stories about other stories.
Does that mean it's not true, though?
It means it's gossip.
But not true?
It means it's gossip.
But not true?
I think I've answered the question.
True or not?
Dennis.
Okay.
Now, it's like that movie in The Croods. People wanted to stay in the cave. Some wanted to stay in the cave, and that young girl, she wanted to go out and live again and deal with the challenges of living in a different world. We can't stay in the cave, and we can get out of it safely. That's what the plan does.
Well, you meandered to an area I never in my life thought you would meander to. So, just to be clear...
I like the movie. I want children growing up in Australia to feel positive about their future. And I think it's important that we give them that confidence that they will not only have a wonderful country and pristine environment to live in, but they'll also have an economy that they can live in as well. And so I think we've got to caution against raising the anxieties of children. The full financial commitment of the Commonwealth Government to this city shaping. You've got to be careful with that. The city shaping. I'm sure that'll get a run. The city shaping infrastructure.
That has understandably caused a lot of anxiety, and I deeply regret that, and so does Jenny. So I'll be getting back there as soon as I can, and the girls and Jen will stay on and stay out the rest of the time we had booked here. But I know Australians understand this, and they know that, I don't hold a hose, mate, and I don't sit in the control room.
Of course, Mr. Speaker, and I believe it is I've been the Social Services Minister, so I know that better than anyone. But the issue, Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker, here we go, I'm back in Parliament, there we go. And that outrage, Mr. Speaker, through the Job Seeker, which, as you know, we increased from $40 a week to $46 a week.
Prime Minister, do you know the Job Seeker rate?
$46 a day. There isn't the same access to Uber Eats, for example, there might be in cities. So, make them a curry and take it around if they need one, and so they can be looked after if they're self-isolating. One of the reasons I love curries, there's a point to this story, I promise you, is how you pull it all together. Start with your oils, you put your curry leaves in there, get your spices in there, how you blend together all of these wonderful different ingredients to produce something which is pretty magnificent is how I've experienced seeing what you do here. The cheapest car you can currently buy as an electric vehicle presently is about $45,000 to $50,000 a year. And I'll tell you what, it's not going to tow your trailer, it's not going to tow your boat, it's not going to get you out to your favourite camping spot with your family. Bill Shorten wants to end the weekend when it comes to his policy on electric vehicles, where you've got Australians who love being out there in their four-wheel drives. He wants to say, see you later to the SUV. Yoga, Barre, I hope I've pronounced that correct. I might need some help with that. I'm not quite sure what that is, to be honest, but B-A-R-R-E for those who are looking for the specific definition.
So why did your government need a list of the top 20 marginals in order to allocate taxpayer money to projects in coalition seats under the Commuter Car Park Fund?
Ministers were authorised to make the decisions, and the minister made the decisions.
What involvement did you
Is
have
it
in those
true that
decisions,
your
Prime
office
Minister?
saw this
Prime
top
Minister-
marginals list?
I've already made my comment.
Prime Minister, what involvement did you have in this program?
The ministers made the decisions on these programs.
So you have no say under this program at all in where
Minister makes
taxpayers' money would
decisions
go?
as they're authorised to make those decisions.
So you had no conversation?
The minister makes the decisions on the projects. Are there any other questions?
See the list of the top 20 marginals list.
I'm very okay with the idea of building car parks to ensure people can get a park, can get on a train, can get to work sooner, can get home sooner. And what Australians are getting are more car parks. Australians are the winners. Thanks very much. Not everyone has to get on the bus for the bus to leave the station. But it is important the bus leaves the station, and we all agree on that. We all agree on that. Even when on occasion some might not want to get on, they know we need to keep moving forward.
Why are you flying?
Well, the bus is going all the way up to Rocky, and then it's and that's where it was always planning to go. I mean, it's a big state.
Then why have the bus?
Because it gets me from A to B.
Will you be taking the bus to Rockhampton from here?
Yes. The bus will be going to Rockhampton from here. That's right. I've got to get there earlier than the bus tonight.
So you'll be flying to Rockhampton?
I'll get into Rockhampton tonight, and I've got a program tonight in Rockhampton. The bus can't get me there quick enough, so I've got to fly.
You'll be flying to Rockhampton, the bus will catch up with you, and then you'll fly on to Townsville?
I'll be flying on to Townsville, and your point is what?
I'm just interested in the point of the bus if you're not on it.
I am on it. I just got off it. Good luck. What's your name? My name's Scarlett.
What's your name?
And I'm sorry, Paul, we're going to have to stop. People are banging on the door.
Sure.
What? As a division, mate, I've got to go.
Okay, see ya.
Tell him I'll come back.
There's a book there.
No, there's not, actually.
Well, there should be a book there. If you look down, one of my staff will get it for you. There's a Bible there. Do you want to put your right hand on it and swear on that Bible?
I don't have one, mate. And there's not one here. And I don't see what my faith's got to do with it, Ray.
Well, then it would be easy for people to believe.
Mate, you get to judge my policies, but you don't get to judge my faith, mate.
No, it would be easier for people to believe you if you were prepared
I don't have to swear on a Bible, mate.
An eagle-eyed user noticed a pair of white shoes poorly edited over his original pair, with many pointing out that it's a left shoe on his right foot.
The last thing I ever wanted to do was reopen it. But here we are. Thank you, Bill Shorten. Unbelievable. That's who he is.
Appears to have, looks like an egg at the Prime Minister's head, and it looks like it basically bounces straight off, so I'm sure he'll have a response there.
This is coal. Don't be afraid.
The
Don't be scared.
The Treasurer knows the rule on crops.
It's coal. There's no word for coalophobia officially, Mr. Speaker, but that's the malady that afflicts those opposite.
Hello, how are you? Yeah. No, I'm Korean. One of the Koreans from Egypt.
Approach. It's not an approach that a sensible government. I think the problem is that. She said to me, you have to think about this as a father first. What would you want to happen if it were our girls? Jenny has a way of clarifying things, always has. I know what Borat would think of the Labor Party's policies on emissions reduction, Mr. Speaker. Very nice, very nice. Anyone remember Pac-Man? And Jenny reminded me of this morning. You know that little thing that just goes around gobbling up like that? That's Bill Shorten's tax policy. Like that. And you know how it chases people around in the maze? That's Bill Shorten's tax policy. The only space he's going to invade is your wallet. But everyone knows the chorus.
Yeah, go.
Take me to the April sun in Cuba. Oh, take me to the April sun in Cuba. I can't remember the words. Oh,
come on, Jen, get into it. Fast forward to election night. What happens if you lose?